Hello there, this is Leary here, and today I'm bringing you some more Artanis gameplay. He is just released for people who have pre-ordered Legacy of the Fold, and I have the big bad guy. Oh, he's not really bad, but you get the point. So let's jump straight into a match. So, after an incredibly long waiting time, we're finally in the matchmaking screen. We're going up against another Artanis. Neither team has a healer. They have a Nova and a Kerrigan, so they have a lot of burst. Both teams have double warriors. It looks pretty balanced, to be honest. So besides Artanis, this is something I just want to talk real quick about. There's a chance another couple other things in the last patch. Maybe bug fixes, but one really big thing is that the health of the medic has been increased substantially. It starts at 840 instead of 730 right now, and the scaling has been increased from 110 per level to 130 per level. So that's about like a 15 to 20% increase on the survivability of Medic, which is really big actually. But let's say hi to the friends, and well, let's see. We'll probably go top lane because no one else is going top lane yet. So for our abilities,
the gates shall open
our first one is Blade Dash. You dash forward, dealing 30 damage, and on the return you deal 90 damage. But you automatically return. You can't really cancel this or something. But yeah, it's basically like a fluffed up skill shot, and you can use it to dodge other things. You can see it when I use it actually. Maybe there's something I can actually use it on. Oh, there's Kerrigan. Alright, so what I can do is basically that. I can pretty easily just start auto-attacking here. Artanis is pretty good at trading, I think. He sounds really good at trading, so... So yeah, that's basically Blade Dash. You can use it to clear waves pretty efficiently, but you can actually get stunned during it. Which is actually pretty interesting. Alright, and we just killed Kerrigan there with some fancy tricks. That's pretty cool. Artanis does actually do a lot of damage, a lot more than I actually thought he would do. Alright, so his W, which I've actually already used a couple of times, is his Twin Blades. It will allow him to auto-attack twice immediately after you activated and hit an enemy. So basically, it not only grants an auto-attack reset, but it also automatically auto-attacks twice right after instead of just once. It can be pretty effective. Let's see. If you're actually in the middle of things and not just flat out escape, right? Yeah, no, that was not really good. Talking and playing at the same time, like it is a new hero, so... But yeah, it's really good, and it will also synergize with your trade. Your E is Phase Prism. It's basically a linear skill shot, and once you shoot it out, you will swap places with the target you hit. It's his only form of solid path control he has until his ultimate. But yeah, alright, we did reveal the Nova there, so we might just want to lead out there. Right? No, I can't actually. Let's see if we can actually take out the Nova there with a Blade Dash. Cool. Alright.
Such a disappointment. With
Alright. We took out the Artanis there. Pretty decent. Alright, and let's start attacking this golem now. because that's what we want to do on this map eventually. Alright, so that's base person base until you can swap with people. It's pretty fancy and such. Nothing too spectacular. But it's on a pretty long cooldown. Costs a pretty hefty amount of mana too. I don't really know yet what I want to find about that. Alright, let's see if we can actually... Nope, we can't, but we can. We can actually take her out. Alright, she already died before we could do anything. Never mind. Alright, and your trait is Shield Overload. Whenever you're below 50% and you take damage, you will gain a shield which is, I believe it's 20% of your health for 5 seconds. So this is basically Artanis, his sustain ability, which allows him to tank in fights as soon as he gets like below 50%. Every time you basic attack, you will reduce this cooldown by 4 seconds. So this obviously synergizes really well with your Twin Blades, because Twin Blades, it still lets you auto attack basically. So as you can see, every time I auto attack, the cooldown goes down, and this will also make it that Artanis is pretty good at actually taking Murkaps, even though he's gonna be really risky taking them because you're gonna fall really low on HP. He can eventually do it, and he's probably also pretty good at taking bosses eventually. So on level 1, I went for the reactive parry, which every time I activate my Twin Blades, I will get a block charge. That block charge obviously will allow me to block basic attacks, just like other heroes do with the block ability, or the block talent on level 1, but I actually have to activate my skill for that one to go on. On level 4 I went for Templar's Seal, which basically allows me to synergize with my level 7 a little bit more. Every time I'm below 50% health, my Q cooldown will go a lot faster. So it will regenerate like 50% faster or something. 75% faster actually. So it goes down from a 10-second cooldown to a 2.5-second cooldown, which is pretty significant. And then on level 7 I went for the Psionic Synergy, which allows my Blade Dash to also reduce the cooldown of my trait. So yeah, that's basically Artanis in pinch. Let's try to actually focus a little bit more on the game, because I am a little bit distracted. Got taken down 2 times right now, didn't really get to fight all that much yet, but it also looks like we're pretty bad at soaking lanes, and I should definitely not be the one to just flat try to soak these lanes. Bottom, we have Raynor just pushing into us, which is not a good thing. I'll try to clear up this wave real quick, and then I'll go bottom to deal with Raynor, because we don't want him to free push the lane, but we might be able to do some fancy tricks here. So I will always be trying to hit my Q so that I can get the most out of it. But you know, it's still pretty hard. It's the first time I'm playing Artanis outside of the PTO where it was a bug, and I only played it against AI actually, so can't really say all that much about it. At least we went back to soaking, so I'm pretty happy about that. And we're not wasting our time anymore. The trainer did manage to fall there. That's not good. That's definitely not good. Right. I'm just gonna tank a little bit of the time. Not too much. Not too much. Just I'm trying to actually push this lane a little bit. Artanis should be pretty decent at pushing if he's left alone. For his ultimates, both are global, and I think about picking up Suppression Pulse here because they have a lot of auto attacks. And we too, by the way. I think the enemy Artanis is also going Suppression. No, he's going Purifier Beam. That's an interesting choice. That's an interesting choice. Alright, I'm gonna throw it down right here so that they will get blinded. As you can see, and it's a blind for 4 seconds, so that's actually pretty significant, right? And especially the fact that it is like global makes it even better, because you will be able to just respond to the gank like in a pinch, and you don't even need to be close to respond to that gank, right? Alright, let's see. I will grab the terror here, in just a little bit, but I'll actually just try and get something done here real quick. I'm gonna use the dash there to dodge the thing. Actually, Norton is gonna take it. I guess he didn't see my chat's message. But yeah, the dash is really useful for dodging like stunts and everything and such, and I'm actually pretty happy about how it works, except for you should be able to cast it. For this game, we're not really far behind. The enemy is really capitalizing on our mistakes. But we should definitely be going there. I'm also a little bit sick. I don't like it. Alright. So I can actually, like... Oh, damn, I got polymorph blade dashing. Alright. That's cool. I'm not gonna keep myself busy with destroying the terror because my chase potential is actually not great. And I can actually do a pretty significant amount of damage to this thing if I want to. Yeah. And especially once my trade starts kicking in, I should just be able to kill this thing pretty easily without taking all that much damage. As you can see, my trade actually stays active here pretty decently, right? Yeah, I think Artanis might actually be able to solo bosses eventually. Alright, I'm gonna throw down Suppression Pulse here because yeah, I do not want to get caught out there. Just wanted to scare them away from chasing me. I'm gonna drink from the fountain here, and I'm gonna come back to fight. The suppression pulse is on a 50-second cooldown, which is surprisingly low for such an impactful ultimate, basically. But I'm coming. Oh wow, Air Stitches just literally saved me. Right, goodbye. I'm just gonna get out of here, Air Stitches. I don't know about you, but do you want to actually trade with me? Ah, damn. Yeah.
Harvest the result of your
I
efforts,
managed to just miss my W cooldown. Otherwise, I might have survived it and killed the Nova, but it probably wasn't the best idea to go into there, but I was fucked anyways.
Well done.
So I'm just gonna do that. My team managed to pick up 3 kills there for, I believe, 2 deaths of our team. So that's actually not too bad. Illidan's getting pretty balls deep here. I don't know if that's the best idea, but this Illidan looks pretty experienced with him. Like, he knows what he's doing probably. Maybe not. We'll see. But he has only 2 deaths, which for an Illidan is pretty decent. My damage is still pretty mediocre, but I haven't actually been in the fights all that much. So I'm gonna just do this and try to just disrupt it a little bit. I need to get out of that purifier. Thank you, Stitches. I don't know why Stitches keeps doing that, but I don't really see logic in that. Alright, and we will pick up a triple kill there. That's really good. Alright, so this is basically the 10 level that I'm really confused at. Because what you can do is you can go for Shield Surge, which allows for a lot more survivability. You don't get disrupted and such. But I think that Silent Wound sounds really good because it allows your Twin Blades to apply the vulnerability on hit to targets. So, for example, like if we do that on this camp, it will become vulnerable. Or maybe it's only 2 heroes. Yeah, it's only 2 heroes, so you can't really take camps really quick with that. his jungling is already pretty decent, to be honest. Like, I wouldn't really call this bad. Right? It's pretty quick, and it's pretty safe too. Alright. Come on. Do you really want to do this, Kerrigan? Do you really want to do this?
That seemed personal.
Yeah, you really can't out-trade an Artanis if you're solo.
Ready for
I
some
don't think that was a good idea of her. As you can see, I was like half health there from the camp, but I still was able to easily out-trade her because of how the mechanics work and such. Alright, I'll just take this camp while taking like no health damage. I will go back to base because I am really low on mana and health. I don't know yet. I don't know about Artanis yet, but he's really unique. But this game is also pretty straightforward. We're face rolling really much. Personally, I don't have a lot of impact in this game. Not yet, at least. But I don't like necessarily expect that either. Let's just don't start this for the sake of just doing it. Right. We're gonna dash in and out as soon as he tries to stun us. And we're just gonna keep doing this. We have a slight idea where most of them are. Oh, that's not a good dash. Alright, we need to get out of here right now. I'm just gonna do this because I'm not gonna get out of here anyways. The team managed to pick up the bottom golem there, or terror.
It is time to
Okay, and we have a plan. So I wouldn't necessarily call that bad, because if I didn't do that, we might have actually not gotten the terror there.
Shall sap the life from
Yeah,
your
you can push with that. We're level 20 now too. So here becomes an even tougher choice, because all of these talents, they're really situational, to be honest. But since we're so far ahead, I would almost go for Nexus Blades. But I think Orbital Bombardment, as long as your team has a lot of sustain, it can be really good. So I would just recommend that. Like, the second charge is really strong because there's only a 6-second downtime in which the enemy team can actually auto-attack, right? The rest of the time, they're blinded for 4 seconds, and after that they're going to be blinded for another 4 seconds. I mean, it kind of does damage, but it really doesn't do damage, and it's not supposed to do a lot of damage, right? It's just supposed to be there for the blind. So I'm going to throw it out here so that they can't defend, and as soon as I'm going to be here, it's already like on a really low cooldown, so because of that second charge, I'm actually going to throw it out here. Or not, because we win the game. That was a really short game, guys. That was a really short game. 17 minutes. I'm surprised. So yeah, I don't really know. I think I need to play Artanis a little bit more, practice him a little bit more, and see what I can actually do with him to necessarily know what I think about him, of what kind of builds. But for the Fury Craft, I think this is pretty standard. Like Templar Seal and Psylocke and Synergy, to me, sound really powerful because of how they work together. It will allow you to, on a 2.5 second cooldown in a team fight, just automatically reset your shield. Between that and your auto attacks, you should be able to keep that shield up pretty decently if the enemy team doesn't have any kind of crowd control. So like if they have a Leoric, Jaina, something like a Lily. No, actually not a Lily, because Lily has blinds. Probably more like Karazim as the healer, some kind of weird specialist. If they don't have stuns and blinds, it's gonna be hard for them to stop you. And this also allows you to recharge your shield through the blind, right? Interesting. So I almost thought that he picked the same talents, but he actually picked the exact two opposite talents there, right? On level 1, he did also go for the reactive barrel, which is just really good, because this is basically what block does, but you have to activate your twin blades. So instead of having block go off random because Lily is going to auto attack you, you can actually time it kind of and use it in duel. Though I don't really know. Maybe block is every 8 seconds that it recharges instead of every 4 seconds. I don't really know about that. I know that the medic one recharges pretty quickly. It does go for the purifier beam, but the thing is that this ultimate is really slow, and it can be interrupted, or it can be like negated pretty easily. Suppression beam is just, or suppression pulse is just really strong. On level 16, he went for the Titan Killer. Wouldn't really say that this talent is going to be worth it, unless you're the only one in your team that can kill tanks, but yeah, that Rainer, I don't really see the reason to, because even though it allows you to do 7.5% of someone's health as burst damage, Psionic Wound in a team fight is probably going to be better, right? So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll be looking to practice him a little bit more, so I might release more videos about Artanis, and I'll see you all next time.